Hi guys, welcome back to the Unnati's YouTube video channel. We are back with a very interesting video today on how to use Google ADK with GCS toolsets, right? I will be talking about deploying this on GKE with how you resolved the session issue in the ADK, especially when you have multiple pods. Yeah, we will be talking later, right? But yes, in this video, we will be talking about a lot of logical scenarios where how to integrate the GCS cloud storage in a ADK. So a quick glimpse of what we will be doing. So let's say I have a user who asks for some warranty features, or he's looking for specific tire warranty features or details. So I have uploaded it in some random file. So ADK will go search my bucket here. This is my bucket. Search the object in the bucket, specific object, probably warranty.txt, and then my tool will get particular call, and then the ADK will do a reasoning, and then of course the answer will get defined. But here there is a problem. I might have multiple buckets. I might have 4 to 5 buckets, right? So how to overcome with that issue, like where I want a specific bucket call has to be happen. That's where I used something called before tool call logic. So if you see a ADK feature, ADK has 3 callbacks support. One is before agent callback, before model callback, and before tool callback. Of course, you can have something called after tool callback, after model callback, and after agent callback also. That's completely fine. But as a part of this discussion, I will be talking about how a before tool callback, just because I want to pin a specific bucket to utilized in this case, right? That's what we will be doing here. So let's quickly do that. So I already have a bucket name, probably some random name with Unnati, and I uploaded that warranty.txt, right? Now what I will do is I will quickly do a clone of my repo. This is my repo. I will share this to all of you guys. So this repo has couple of things. It has agent.py. It has .env file, which basically calls Vertex AI in this case. I'm not using a AI Studio API key. I'm using a default Vertex AI stuff. So even if I go and check, if I say cd ADK, and if I say tree, yeah, you can see that agent.py, this is init.py and readme file coming from a git clone. So if I do ls here, yeah, if I have to check my env file, cool. So of course, as in Vertex AI, I have enabled it here. I have to replace it with my project name. So this is my project name. I will quickly replace it. Use any of the editor as per your convenience. So I'm just adding my project ID here. That's it, right? And of course, if you see my agent.py, I have to replace my, I have to put the target bucket name as well, which is this in case, right? So if I go and put it here, cool. So let me quickly explain this, what we are doing. So we are using something called here. So this is where my GCS toolset class is getting called, right? And then of course we are talking about base tool context classes as well, but this is the most important class. Now here I have a function which takes care of, see, if the bucket name, this is a place where it is verifying the specific bucket name, target bucket name, right? And then I had my agent here, and this is where I called the GCS toolsets here, right? And then before tool callback, so before this toolsets gets called, it will check this. So it will basically make sure that it is using a specific bucket to search the details, right? That's it. Cool. Nothing else. So let's quickly install the ADK also. I don't have an ADK install, as I'm doing it from scratch as a part of demo. So, okay, what I did is I had installed ADK, API core, and the cloud storage. These are the modules which I need to install. Okay, cool. And then let me go back and I can simply run my ADK web console, right, with the required stuff, right? By the way, before we do that, let's have a quick recap what we are trying to do here. So we are basically trying to achieve a logic or trying to achieve a scenario where my user will ask a question specific to the product or specific to the some logic which is inbuilt in my txt file or probably in my pdf file, right? That's what the user might have the queries. It will go and check a buckets object, a specific bucket objects, and answer the query. So how you have map a specific bucket in this scenario? The most important takeaway is this: before tool call hooks, right? That's the callback what we are using here, right? So if I want to run it now, I will simply run ADK web allow origin. That's my local cloud shell. Let's hope for the best. I'm doing it live, so please expect if we have some sort of errors, we will troubleshoot it also, don't worry. So yeah, this is my ADK coming. Cool, I got my ADK. Let's say hi to this ADK, what it says. And oh, cool, see, this is the GCS toolsets is getting caught. So maybe let me put some questions about this. So what about compensation? Let's see. Now what it is going to do is, the moment I say what about compensation, it will basically list the objects, right? It's going to list the objects, whatever is available, right? And then it checks if there is any, by the way, first is before tool call, it gets an particular bucket detail. See, correct? It search for that bucket and then it says list object. It will verify the objects. It says, I found a file name, but it seems to relate to the compensation, any other documents. Okay. What about default warranty? Let's see if it asks or if it search. Yeah, it says get object data now. And now you can see that. By the way, this is a nice method. See, cool. Based on the warranty document, the Bridgestone passenger tire policies are here. Source warranty.txt, which I had uploaded in the bucket. So, you know, this is a very interesting way for telling or for mapping your ADK to a GCS or a cloud storage object. Please note, we are not using any RAG method. We are not doing any vector search here. It is a plain search. Good fit for a small data where you don't need a chunking, where you don't need embedding. This is a very nice feature to learn. So yes, in this way we could able to achieve our problem statement in one of the easiest manner. I hope you like this video, and if you like, let us know about your comments. Let us know if it works. If you need any help, the comment section is open for you guys. And yes, lastly, keep learning and keep growing, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.